Let's take a quick look around Photoshop's interface to get you oriented. No, we're not going to go through each tool and control. Instead, I want to give you a streamlined mental model of how Photoshop is laid out, so you know where in general to find things. You'll get to know individual tools in context as we use them throughout the course. There are just 4 main parts of the interface to remember. First, there's a toolbar over on the left, and it has tools that you'll use as you work on an image. When you hover over a tool, you may see an animated tooltip. These are aids to help you know what a tool is and what it does. So you don't have to memorize what each tool is called and what it's for. When you want to use a particular tool, you'll just click on it in the toolbar. There are more tools behind each of the tools that you see in the toolbar. If you press and hold on a tool, you'll see a flyout menu of related tools, and you can choose one from there. The second part of the interface to remember is the horizontal options bar, which is up here over the image. When you click on any tool in the toolbar, like this brush tool or the type tool, notice that the options bar changes. It shows controls for only the tool that's selected at the moment. The third part of the interface is the menu bar at the top of the screen. The menu bar has lots of drop-down menus with commands like File Open, which you used to open an image earlier in the course. Many of these commands are duplicative of the controls in the options bar or in the panels, and almost all the menu commands have shortcuts. So as you get better in Photoshop, you probably won't go up to the menu bar all that much. The fourth and biggest part of the interface are the panels, which are over on the right. The panels contain lots of different controls for everything from adjustments to text. There are some panels you'll use a lot, like the Layers panel, which we'll cover in the next chapter. And there are some panels you may never use. By default, some of the most commonly used panels are open when you first launch Photoshop. If we're ever talking about a panel that you don't see on your screen, that panel is probably closed on your computer. All you need to do to open any panel is go up to the Window menu, and in this section that starts with the 3D panel, you can select a panel, and that will open it in the interface. If the panels pop out like mine did, you can collapse them by clicking these double-pointed arrows, so you have more room to work. So that's the Photoshop layout in a 4-part nutshell. Again, there are tools in the toolbar on the left, options for the selected tool in the options bar above the image, drop-down menus are at the top of the screen, and the important groups of panels are over on the right. Now you can move some of these interface items around to customize your workspace. But for the time being, I suggest you keep them in their default locations to help you solidify your mental map of the Photoshop interface.